What is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Sunday, August 21st slate of MLB action. I'm super excited to dive into it. We do have a really full slate of MLB going on today. Starts pretty early in the morning. We do have a play in the very first game that does start. And we do pretty much have games going throughout the rest of the night. I think the last one, the first pitch starts at like 6:10 or something around that time for Central Standard Time. So I'm really excited to dive into it. But before we did just want to go ahead and say that we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. We're actually less than 240 away from that 7,000 subscriber mark. And if we do end up hitting that 7,000 by the time that the NBA season starts, I will be doing a giveaway. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Also, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do, and thank you guys so much for giving me such a small channel, such a big chance, as I always say. It truly does mean way more than you guys will ever know. It means absolutely so much to me. So, without any further ado, we'll go ahead and do a quick recap as of yesterday. Ended up going 1-1 on the day. So we did end up having the Astros plus a half in the first 5 versus Atlanta at minus 130 odds. Definitely a close one. The Astros ended up taking a lead. I think it was right around the 4th inning. They ended up going 1-0, and then Atlanta decided to make it interesting, hitting or ended up scoring in the bottom of the 5th. But since it was plus a half, we still ended up working out for us, so that was really clutch. Then we had a very unfortunate beat. We had the Giants and the Rockies over 19.5 hits at minus 115. Now, I really still like this play. If I kind of wanted to take it again, but I decided to go a different route. But I really did want to take it again because Colorado, they had 12 hits. And so if you looked at just that side, you'd be like, oh yeah, for sure, they ended up hitting it. But Giants only had 5 hits, so they finished with 17 hits. We only needed 3 more, obviously, to hit the cover. But the Giants just did not bring the bats, not even a little bit. I mean, of all the ABs that they had, you're telling me that they only got 5 hits? Like that's very unfortunate. But it is what it is. Colorado did their thing, and the Giants didn't. So it is what it is. But without any further ado, I'm going to quit rambling. I'm super excited for NBA season, man. I am so ready to go and dive back into NBA. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's plays. So our first play of the day, we're going to be taking the Guardians money line here versus the White Sox at minus 120 odds. The Guardians have been a team that I have been targeting here recently, and they have won me quite a good amount of money. And I like this because for a couple different reasons. But the White Sox, they have lost in their last 3 road games. So they definitely haven't been a superb team over their last 3 road games, and they've only won in 3 of their last 9 road games. So they have really struggled here on the road recently, so hopefully we can see some more of that once again. And Cleveland, they've been pretty dang good here recently. They have actually won in 3 of their last 5 games, and they are 22-9 as a home favorite so far this year. So anytime that they are projected to get it done at home, a lot of times they do, so I really do like that. And as just a favorite in general, Cleveland is 36-18, so they are double positive when it does come to just being a favorite in general. So that's another stat I really like. Also, the Guardians, they are coming off of a win here recently, so they are 37-26 following a win. Another great spot that I do like to target. And also, I just think Cleveland's overall just a better team. If you take a look at all of these stats, Cleveland is 16th in runs per game. White Sox are 19th. So Cleveland does, even though it's not a huge advantage, Cleveland does score more runs per game than the White Sox. They also are a much better defense. Cleveland is 11th when it comes to runs allowed. White Sox are 22nd. So Cleveland does allow a lot fewer runs per game. And also when it comes to the bullpens, Cleveland has a much better bullpen than the White Sox, and it's really not close. Cleveland has the 6th best bullpen ERA in the entire MLB, and White Sox are 23rd. So Cleveland has so much better of a ERA when it comes to the bullpen, and I don't really foresee that changing. Also, if you look at the pitching matchup, I know it's definitely not ideal to go against Dylan Cease, and I get that, but Aaron Savali is going to be on the mound here for Cleveland, has a 5.63. That's normally a number I want to stay away. But he is a little bit better at home this year, has a 4.09 and a 3.0 in his last 5, with an earned run log in his last 4 games of 1, 2, 0, and 1. So I know Dylan Cease is fantastic with a 2.09. Normally not a guy I want to go against But when he finally does, when he finally does come out of the game, I do think that Cleveland can get it done. So that's going to be our first play of the day. Guardians money line versus the White Sox at -120 odds. Now for our second play of the day, we're going to be taking the Twins, a -0.5 here in the first 5 versus the Rangers at -130 odds. Now Minnesota. Minnesota is 68-49 to the first 5 run line. They have been really good to that first 5 so far this year. Texas, they are struggling just a little bit. They're a little bit below 500 with a first 5 record of 58-61. So I do think it's a little bit of an advantage there for the Twins. They do a little bit better in the first 5 innings than the Rangers do. Also, the Twins are 36-24 to the first 5 run line at home. I think that's another really good spot to target. Now, I will say Texas is a little bit better on the road when it comes to the first 5. They are 30-28 to the road run line, but the Twins are just a better team here recently. They are 7-3 in their last 10 to the first 5. In Texas, they are just 4-6 to the first 5 run line in the first 5. So the Twins, they've covered 70% of the time. Texas only 40%. So I do think it's a really good spot to target here for the Twins. And the Twins, like I said, kind of same about the Guardians thing. I think Minnesota's just a little bit better of a team. If you look at their runs per game, Minnesota's 13th in runs per game. Texas is 15th. Now, I know Texas has a very electric offense. They definitely can get hot at any point in time. But they really haven't pitched I just think that they are just a much better offense when it comes to like a much more consistent offense. Minnesota also is 13th when it comes to runs allowed. Texas is 21st. So Minnesota does have a much better defense at not allowing runs. And Joe Ryan's going to be on the mound here for Minnesota. Hasn't been great, has a 3.92 ERA, but at home so far this year he has a 2.96. So I do think that that's going to be enough to get it done. Truly I do. And he's going to be going up against a guy, not sure how to say his first name, Kohei Arihara. I believe that's how you would say his name, but I could totally be wrong. He's going to be pitching for the Rangers. He only has 1 start in his MLB career, and he had a 3 earned run game versus Oakland. And Oakland is definitely not a fantastic offense at all. So I do think that the Twins can get it done for us. So that's going to be our second play of the day. Twins -0.5 in the first 5 versus the Rangers at -130 odds. Now for our third and final play of the day, we're going to be taking the St. Louis Cardinals team total under 4.5 runs here versus the Diamondbacks at -140 odds. Now if most books do have this set to 3.5, so if you want to take it at under 3.5, you definitely can, but I'm getting it for -140 on Barstool. So I really like this play for a couple different reasons. First one is going to be, I know that St. Louis is a very good offense. They are 4th when it comes to runs per game, but that number does drop by 0.29 when they are on the road. So they do average a lot fewer runs on the road. So I think it's a really good spot to target here for the Diamondbacks to be able to hold the Cardinals to a low team total. Also, Arizona, they allow 4.74 road runs per game, and that number drops all the way down to 4.13 at home. So they're a much better defense when it comes to home in general. So I think that's another really good spot to target. Also, I know that St. Louis has covered in 5 straight games. So why is it boost so heavy to the under? Well, that's because Merrill Kelly is going to be on the mound here for Arizona. He has a 2.81 ERA over the course of the season, a 1.32 in his last 5, and he has a 0 ERA through 7 innings versus St. Louis. So I definitely think that he can get it done for us. We just need half as good of a gym as he had last time versus them. So that is going to be our third and final play of the day. St. Louis team total under 4.5 versus the Diamondbacks at -140 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys are subbed. But that's going to do it for me. This is King Sharon signing out. Peace.